I mean, you consider there's 2,000 people in all Orange County. It's a fourth, and and then some watch it from Chattanooga, and then there's a few scattered. Like
You got advertised all the other schools. It probably helps in those years, doesn't it?
a little bit, yeah. I mean, I think with most of the teams you play now, they know we're doing it, so I don't do much. But like last week, I emailed all the ADs for that wrestling tournament that we were covering it.
So every time they get rewatched, too, does that help you?
Yeah, I mean, one by one it does. Okay, we're rolling. So, if you'll just kind of follow, I'm not going to commentate on the JV, but we are streaming. Follow by and you don't need to zoom in or out. If you wanted to, though, you could. This right up here zooms in and out. That's our slower smooth, and this is a faster right here. So you see that button right there. So quick zoom in, and it's really not that quick still, but this one's a lot slower and smoother. So if you wanted to, like this end, since it's so much closer, you can see it pretty well. On that end, you might zoom in just a touch.
He must have listened. We'll be all right.
Huh?
I can sit here and call as soon as they can. One of us last night, he looked just like Mark the Boy.
Who's that?
Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. One looked like Lou Holtz and the other was Mermaid Man.
Lou Holtz. I think Lou Holtz is a little younger than that. That's funny. Oh, shoot. Keeping track of the JV. They lost just like one or two games. They lost to Duchesne, right? That's about it, right?
Yeah. They beat most of them.
Right. That was a good one.
That was a good game.
Okay.
I had to watch that head match last night after we got home on film from a different angle. It was a pretty good shot.
Which one?
Maddie when she hit that girl in the head.
Oh, yeah.
I said, dude, you gotta have a helmet for a hit like that.
Well, Maddie must have a hard head because she was just like, all right, let's go with the other girls.
She's like, ah.
Okay, let's see. Got
selling bear week in Utah and Idaho. Call BAM today. California at 435-779-0012. The last time these teams met, Rich and Wendover was in the quarterfinal of the state tournament last year, and the Rebels came away with a 53-38 victory. Rich brings back the core of that team, while Wendover brings back just a couple of players. Lon Henderson, who's a junior and scoring sensation, a sophomore this year, less than Dylan. No one sees them with coaches, so we'll take a moment. To visit with opposing coach Nick Tangero, and then talk to Rebel head man Cody Lundgren and his thoughts on today's game. Here on Rich Little Basketball and Live on MyLocalRadio.com.
So, Maddie, did she complain about her head hurting or anything?
Yeah, she thought she about broke her nose, but it's straight.
Oh, wow.
And everything. Just kind of hit right here on the forehead a little more. But she says right there on the bridge of her nose is kind of sore. But it ought to be. That was a pretty good hit.
It was a collision. I mean, yeah.
The other girl definitely got the worst of it. I think she's probably out for concussion after that.
Think so?
That's the way she's still acting later on.
Yeah.
Right the way after the boys game, she was still holding her head. And,
That's too bad.
Okay.
don't let the ball go long, Taylor. Come in. Taylor, don't let it go long. Down middle, Taylor. Long middle. Behind you, Taylor. Hey, box, box. There you go. See opposites, see opposites. See opposites. Where is it? Hey, go three zone. Three zone. Just stay right there, Andy. Box, box. Two hands, Ed. Binder, get a body, Andy. Good, Andy. When you stand in front of the building. Hey, three fire. Three fire. In it. Rotate wings, rotate wings. Down, Smith. Down, Smith. Oh. Hey, three. If you're opposite, you gotta rotate down. Follow. Good. Up. Hey, Arizona. Good. Hey, three right here.
White, white ball. Ball.
Backside. Stop ball, Brett. Good. A little higher, Britt. Britt. Come up. You're too down. You're four down. Come up. Hey. Cass. Go, Cass.
Hey, 3-5, you're up, Bailey. You're up. Yep, you're up. Dixie, you 10 middle.
Roll it out, roll it out. Hey, go, Cass. Good move, Cass. Go, Cass. Good, Kate. Good shot. Go. Hey, game situation here. Got your shot.
Test. Check. Staple has a Rebel rebound. Kendall turns and runs. She's not one to slow things down. Another perfect screen by Hatch, and this time it's Tingy with the finish on the left side.
Rich Rebel girls basketball is on.
Brown follows a screen inside right post. She missed the first shot, got her own board, and put it back up and in.
Coming off a second consecutive third place finish at state, the Rebels return for the 2019-2020 season, with sights taking it to the next level.
Walentine, left corner three, her third triple of the quarter.
Coach Cody Lundgren returns for his fifth season on the bench.
She gets the pass in the right corner, three-point shot off the back of the iron, just missed by inches, but Brown chases down the Rebel rebound.
And with the athletes, the experience, and the will to win, the Rebels are ready to run.
Staple drives and floats from the left baseline and hits it.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio, with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
JC goes free throw line. Hatch pulls the trigger and knocks it down. Sydney Hatch with the bucket.
Ridge High School Hoops is presented by Evanston Regional Hospital, Plains Tire of Evanston, by Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by Come On In of Casper, Auto Farm Chevrolet, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitor Bureau, the store, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Rebound, Rebels go the other way. Allie Wallenstein, perfect screen by Sydney Hatch. She just screened off the defense, and Allie finished on the left side with the drive.
And now, Rebel Roundball fans,
The staple baseline jumper is good.
put on your lucky socks, set your seat to full recline, and get ready to cheer on the Rebels
Hatch stuffs it. Sydney Hatch having a great couple of series.
as we head courtside to join the play-by-play voice of the Rebels, Ryan STEINECKERT.
Welcome to Wendover High School. We're just on the border between Nevada and Utah, very west end of Utah, past the Salt Flats, past the Great Salt Lake, past Salt Lake City, and out at Wendover on this Saturday, February 8th. Rich High School at Wendover. This is the girls. Next week we'll do the same thing with just the boys. But this afternoon it's Rich High School basketball at the Wendover Wildcats. So welcome back. We'll have your pregame show coming up. We'll also have the Christopher Staple family scene set right after this on the Wildlife at MyLocalRadio.com. Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Welcome back to the Rebel pregame show. JV team leads big 35-12 as we get underway in fourth quarter action. Rebel varsity team will take the court. Tip-off scheduled for 3 p.m. So we move along in our pregame coverage with more of the Christopher Staple family scene set. The Rebels come into this game at number 1 in the RPI against Wendover Wildcats, moved up to number 8 just yesterday. Rich scoring almost 54 points a game, allowing just under 34 points per contest. That's an average of exactly plus 20 points per game. The Rebels are winning by an average of 20. Wendover even a little bit better than that. We'll get to that in a second. Rebels at 17-3 overall and 5-0 in Region 22 play, with one game left at Manila next week after today's game here at Wendover. Now, the Rebels have won a region title. Not sure how much that means this year with the RPI and the limited region play for some of the teams. ICS and Tabiona not playing each other. Tabby and Manila not playing each other either. But looking at, if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, I've got that note there. And that average, that note, average win, 56-24, that refers to the teams that Rich and Wendover have both played. Those include a win for Rich against Bryce Valley and a loss for Wendover in that game. Rich has swept or beat Manila once, so has Wendover. The Rebels have swept Tabiona. Wendover lost to Tabby the first time they faced them by 11, but then beat them by 10 just last week. And then ICS, both teams, no trouble with the Lions. So Rich overall against those 5 teams, Bryce Valley, Manila, Tabiona, and ICS, an average win of 56-24. Wendover has done well against those teams. Just, again, the loss to Bryce Valley and a loss and a win against Tabiona. But Wendover, an average win, 37-30 against those 5 teams. As for the Wildcats, they're scoring 49 a game and one of the top teams defensively in 1A, allowing 26.8 to be exact points per contest. Wildcats are 12-5 overall and 3-0 in 1A Region 21. And region played limited for them as well. They'll play Green River, Dugway, and Tinnick next week to finish out the regular season. They're coming off a big win over Pinnacle, 77-20. The Wildcats won that game against Pinnacle just Thursday night. And in that game, Leslie Luna had 45 points, hit 10 threes, had 6 assists, 7 steals. She did just about all of it. and almost. The state record for three-pointers in a game is 10, so she tied that state record. She's somebody the Rebels will have to watch out, be ready for today. Leslie Luna averaging 10 points per game, 20 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and better than 5 steals, plus a block and a half per game. She does just about all of it as a sophomore this year for the Wendover Wildcats. That's your scene set, and we should mention these teams have met a few times in the past. Most recently, last year in the quarterfinals at state, the Rebels won 53-38 in that game. Wendover graduated a lot of players, but they look maybe like they're even a better team this year, especially as the season has gone on. In the series overall, I've got Rich 4-0 against the Wendover Wildcats. We'll take a better look at that during our Lake Town Ledger later on in the pregame show. This scene set has been brought to you by Christopher Staple family, Sunshine, Staple, and Shelley sitting across the way on the bleachers. And we thank them for their sponsorship of our scene set. We'll have more of our pregame show right after this. Talk with the coaches. We'll also hear from Keller Sidaway, a Rebel wrestler who's competing for the state title today at 126 pounds. Is that where Keller's at? Yeah, 126. Good luck to the Rebel wrestlers at state. We'll give you an update on that as well when we come back on the Standout Student, brought to you by Rich County 4-H. In 4-H, we believe young people have the power and influence to improve the world around us. With hands-on learning and education programs, 4-H members pledge their head to clearer thinking, their heart to greater loyalty, their hands to larger service, and their health to better living. To learn more about 4-H in Rich County, stop by our office in the county building in Randolph or give us a call at 435-793-2435. 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Welcome back to Wendover High School, the home of the Wildcats, where the Rich JV team leads 40-12 with 5:28 left in the fourth quarter. We move along in our pregame coverage for the varsity game and we're going to talk with Keller Sidaway, a Rebel wrestler. He, along with Corrigan Conk, Riker Conk, Colton Hislop, and Jaden Rao, all competing for state championships today in wrestling. The Rebels, at last I checked, sat at second place behind Panguitch, a distant second to be quite honest, but second nonetheless in that team score. And a fairly comfortable lead. Rich at 140.5, Paiute at 124. A couple of finals results. Randy Trujillo takes third. Austin Peterson third as well. Stetson Huffaker and Justin Adams both fourth place in their respective weight classes. All right, let's move along to our Standout Student, brought to you by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. With Rich High School senior wrestler Stetson Huffaker. It sounds a little funny to say senior wrestler, Stetson.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It was really weird at first, walking into in the locker room and getting your wrestling stuff on instead of your basketball clothes and your jerseys.
That's what you've been used to, but you wrestled before, like middle school?
Yep, I stopped my 7th grade year and going into my 8th. So.
Why did you stop wrestling at that time?
Well, I really didn't like it, and so when I come back, Coach Cornea was really excited to have us back.
Is it coming back to you? I mean, like, are you remembering some moves? Are you a bit rusty?
I'm way rusty, but I'm just going to have to buck up and do it.
How tough has it been to jump in mid-season and try to get into that wrestling conditioning?
Oh, it sucked pretty much.
Have you lost some weight?
Lots of weight, about.
My apologies. I thought I had updated the interview to, that was Stetson Huffaker, not Keller Sidaway. Let me see if I can grab Stetson's interview real quick, or Keller Sidaway's interview real quick, and get you updated on what else is happening with Rebel Wrestling. Again, Randy Trujillo and Austin Peterson both took third place at this weekend's state wrestling tournament. Stetson Huffaker at 195, Justin Adams fourth place. And we got Corrigan Conk at 120, Keller Sidaway at 126, Riker Conk at 148, Colton Hislop at 170, and Jaden Rao at 182. All will be wrestling a little later today for a state championship. So that is something to look forward to for certain. All right, I think I've got that queued up with Keller Sidaway. Let's move into that. With Keller Sidaway, a junior at Rich High School. Thanks for your time, Keller.
You bet.
You're a division champ. Do you feel any different?
Yeah, a little bit, you know. It's been a good year for us, so.
Tell me about the lead up to last week's divisional tournament and kind of the season overall, I guess. You know, wrestling a lot of Idaho and Wyoming schools and how that prepped you for the divisional tournament.
Yeah, so when we wrestle in Idaho and Wyoming schools, it's a lot different. They're a lot harder to run around with and everything, and it just makes us better wrestlers. So when we come into our division and wrestle for region, we do a lot better than they would because we wrestle harder schools.
You guys had, I think, 8 guys wrestling for a division title. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You were one of them at, tell me your weight again.
126.
And 6 of you Rebels won in that divisional championship match.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was we had a good time. It was good. So.
And not only did you win, all 6 of you pinned your opponents.
Yeah, and we didn't go past the first round, so it was good.
From the fans' standpoint, it was pretty cool, too, because at 113, Randy Trujillo won it, and then Corgan Conk at 120, and then you at 126, and it kept going. It was like 6 out of 7 weight classes in a row the Rebels won.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. We took it at our hometown, and it was good.
Did you feel the crowd? Did you hear it? Did that help you guys?
Oh, yeah, I heard it when I was going on, but once I'm out there, I don't really hear anything. Everything goes silent on the mat. Like, I can barely hear my coaches yelling at me, and like it's just. And then once you walk off that mat and everybody's screaming, it's crazy. It's awesome.
Keller, give me a quick history of yourself wrestling. When did you start? How did you do the last couple of years at State?
I started right when I could walk. My dad was wrestling, and he's been a coach forever, and I've just wrestled ever since I could even get on a mat. And then throughout my high school career, I've done pretty good. Last year it kind of sucked because I lost by 1 going up for first and second, and it just didn't work out for me very well. But this year it's going to be good. So.
Have you taken any time? Do you know who you? I mean, is that same kid that you lost to last year? Is he back for this year, or do you know who you'll have to maybe beat to win a title?
No, I have no idea. Last year I was wrestling all seniors, so they're all gone right now. So it's a clear shot, hopefully. So.
How's your conditioning? You feel like you're, peak conditioning, ready for State?
Yeah, I feel amazing. I feel good. I'm not tired at all. I'm ready to go.
That's good. That's good. Good spot to be in.
Yes, sir.
Keller, anything else we should touch on about wrestling?
No, I hope we do good this year, so hopefully we can take it.
Good luck at State Friday and Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Tell me a little bit more about your junior year. How things going?
Everything's going good. We're wrestling right now and just doing all that, and can't wait to get things done and move forward.
Out of Bridgerland now, you doing the mechanics? Is that what this class is?
Yes, sir.
Is that something you enjoy?
Yeah, I do, very much.
You want to go into that in the future?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me a specific plan.
So I just want to go to Bridgerland and I have my certificate here at the school, so I just want to go over there and get that finished and then go and do some mechanics and just go from there, try to make a bunch of money. So.
What do you like about mechanics?
I just love it. There's nothing like it. You always get something new, and you're just always working with your hands. So
there's something satisfying about seeing something come in, not working. You spend some time on it. You get dirty. You work hard, and suddenly everything's working and running well.
Yeah, I like mechanicing because I like to work on my own stuff, and I like fast trucks. So that's what I like to do.
Do you have a fast truck?
Yeah, I do.
What do you got?
I got a 1970 Chevy. Has a 12 valve in it.
Tell me a little bit more about the Chevy. What work have you done to soup it up or whatever?
I've done everything, just motor work, and we've fixed it up. And me and my dad worked on it quite a ways, and it was just a frame when we got it, and so we fixed it up, and it is what it is.
Does it look good, or does it still maybe need a paint job or anything?
Oh, it looks good. We painted it up. So.
Keller, anything else in your junior year you're looking forward to?
No, graduating is about it.
You got a ways till that, right?
Yeah, I do.
I guess we'll see how State goes this week with wrestling, and then next year wrestling, and anything else? Any other sports or activities?
No, I'm just snowmobiling right now. So.
You have a nice machine?
Yeah, I just bought one. So I just bought a brand new 2020 Polaris. So.
Keller, you mentioned snowmobiling. Any other hobbies you have?
Yeah, I rodeo here, so that's good. I ride bulls.
So that'll get going in about a month and a half?
Yeah, during spring, so.
Have you qualified for State in that?
Yeah, I am. I'm sitting second right now. So.
Second in the State?
Yes.
You just kind of sneaking under the radar with me here. That's impressive. Second in the State.
Yeah.
That's something you like?
Yes, I love it.
Will you have to continue to earn points throughout the spring to keep it second or maybe move up?
Yeah, I'll have to keep riding and just make my points count and keep it up. So.
What do you like more, riding a bull or riding a sled?
I'd have to say riding sleds. You know, I love riding sleds. So.
Keller, what's your favorite thing about being a Rich Rebel?
I love our school. It's fun to be around, and I love the programs that they have, and I like being here. So.
Junior at Rich High School, Keller Sitaway, division champ at 126. Thanks for your time. Good luck at state this weekend and the rest of your junior year.
All right, sweet. Thank you very much.
Keller wrestling for a state title a little bit later on today down in Richfield. That's Keller Sitaway, junior at Rich High, on the Rich County 4-H stand-down students. Stay tuned. We'll hear from each of the coaches when we return on the Town & Country Realty Coaches Show here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
This is the Lady Rebel basketball coach, Cody Lundgren, and you're tuned in to the pregame show on Rebel Radio. Opening tip is less than 20 minutes away on KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to the Cody Lundgren Coaches Show, brought to you by Town & Country Realty, selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Call Pam today, Pam Cornea, at 435-779-0012. The last time these teams met, Rich and Wendover, it was in the quarterfinals of the state tournament last year, and the Rebels came away with a 53-38 victory. Rich brings back the core of that team, while Wendover brings back just a couple of players. Alana Henderson, who is a junior, and scoring sensation, a sophomore this year, Leslie Luna. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a moment to visit with opposing coach Nick Tangaro, and then we'll talk to Rebel head man Cody Lundgren and get his thoughts on today's game. The Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield. With Nick Tangaro, the head coach of the Wildcats from Wendover. Coach, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Tell me about your season. The team was solid last year, some good defense, some good offense. You're taking over your first year. How are things going?
Well, we did lose a lot of our seniors. We graduated 5 seniors, which is pretty much our entire varsity team. So this is a whole new adventure for all of the kids. They're all brand new to varsity play. But I was their JV coach for the last 3 years, so they kind of just followed me in my system. So they've really just carried on forward, and they've had a really good season so far.
That's got to be a positive. When you come in, you don't have to install a new system. You just keep that flow going.
Yeah, no, it makes it a lot easier for me to transition as well as them, too. The only difference is obviously now we're all in the varsity level, so there's a lot more pressure. The games matter now. You know, when JV is like, if we lost, it's okay. It's just more of a learning experience. But they learned a lot in those last 3 years and have stepped in and just kept the sets going forward. So they've just kind of just continued to move forward, so it's been good.
Tell me about yourself a little bit. Where'd you grow up? How'd you get into coaching and here at Wendover?
Well, basically, I grew up in Salt Lake. My senior year, I moved out to Wendover in '95. Graduated, ended up liking the community so much and just really wanted to be part of the community for further generations. Then I ended up meeting my wife, who has been here. She has grown up here. She's a lifer here. We decided to stay. Got into teaching with my kids coming through those systems. I started in elementary school, moved into junior high when they moved into junior high, started going when they moved into high school, and then obviously once they started getting into sports, I wanted to be part of that too and started coaching. Started coaching baseball when they got into school, and then a position opened up with the girls program for basketball, and been doing that for the last 3 years, and then this year got a chance to be the head coach. So.
Coach, a few things stand out about your team. First, to me, is defensively. I think you're allowing 25, 26 points a game. How are you doing that?
They just really work hard in quick transitions. They shift well. They really are disciplined. They don't try to overplay, but then when they see a chance to attack, they do. They put pressure. They back each other up and just read passes really well and try to just move the ball forward and just put relentless pressure.
Pressure has turned into like 18 steals per game, plus I'm sure a few other turnovers that aren't steals, so doing a lot of good things defensively. Coach, improvement-wise, it looks like you're getting better. You lost to Tabiona earlier. You beat them last week.
Yeah, no. Ever since that loss, we kind of realized, no, we need to play at a higher level if we're going to compete with some of these other teams. And ever since then, we haven't lost. We've been on a winning streak. So they've been improving each time. Each time they get better. And yeah, when we faced Tabby again, we were able to beat them this time. So it's all just been improvement. They just keep getting better. And such a young team with only one senior, that's kind of what you expect. So we're looking really good for the future.
Now, something else that you can't help but notice is standing out is Leslie Luna, a sophomore, scored 45 points the other day against Pinnacle. She's scoring about 20 a game, doing a lot of good things.
Yeah, no, she's pretty much obviously she's our best scorer. She's our number one scorer, but she's also leading our team in assists. She's close in rebounds usually because she plays up high, so she doesn't get a lot of rebounds, but she still leads our team in assists. So basically, she's our all-around go-to person, and she really is the leader of the team. As a sophomore, that's pretty impressive.
Have you had any teams that recognize that and try to slow her down and force others to beat you?
Pretty much every team has tried, and even we heard, this team saying, "Oh, watch out for number 4." Every team saying, "Watch out for number 4," and they watched out for her and still couldn't stop her, and she went off for 45. So yeah, every team has tried to do something. And she's even realized that, and she's still now she's looking for her teammates more and finding them and making other people weapons as well. So that's kind of where we've gotten improvement too, is because everybody's getting more involved now because they're focusing so much attention onto her.
That's interesting, and then that probably takes some focus off of her and frees her back up.
It does. She likes to move without the ball just as well as controlling the ball and running the ball off of screens and everything else. So yeah, she's really well rounded as a player. So she's doing great.
You're hosting today the number one team in the RPI. What do you know about the Rebels?
Just from what I've seen, and one of their coaches used to actually teach out here, Jesse, and we have contact, and so I know that they have no weaknesses from what I can see. They're fast, they're athletic, they're big, they're relentless on pressure and defense. They're going to be a really great challenge, and we're excited for it because this is the types of teams that we don't really get in our region. So it's really nice to play teams outside of our region that are at that level. So we're really looking forward to the game today.
Rebels are looking forward to it too. Thanks, Coach. Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I think we're ready to go. Thank you. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Nick Tangaro, head coach of the Wendover Wildcats. Thanks, Coach. Good luck today and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Coach. He and I mentioned or talked about Leslie Luna's performance against Pinnacle. 45 points, hit 10 threes, shot 50% from the floor, 6 assists, 7 steals. Quite a ball game, plus a block for Leslie Luna in that win. 77-20 was the final. Wendover got that win. We'll hear from Coach Cody Lundgren when we come back on the Town & Country Realty Coaches Show. Stay tuned.
Meet the service and parts department staff at Auto Farm Chevrolet. We work on almost every type of vehicle, foreign and domestic. We also sell parts and accessories for almost all makes and models. Our staff is friendly and well-trained, and we are here to serve you. Open Monday through Friday beginning at 7:30 a.m. We invite you to Auto Farm Chevrolet for all your parts and for all your service needs. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a community-driven dealer.
With Cody Lundgren of the Rich Rebels. Coach, dominant. Doesn't even begin to describe your win over Tabiona last night.
Yeah, I was proud of the girls. They came out very focused, and they played within our offense, and defensively I could be more proud of them. You just you look at them out there playing, and the amount of focus they had across the board in their face and in their demeanor. They took care of business last night.
You hold a team under 20. That's an understatement. You took care of business.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Coach, offensively, you've talked to me a lot of times about your depth with this team, and we saw that on full display last night. 12 different players scored.
Yeah, program-wide, we're very strong right now. We have a lot of great athletes in the program, and it's exciting times in girls basketball right now.
Coach, nobody in double figures, and I'm sure you're not worried about that, especially when you win like that.
No, we talk about it all the time with this team. It's team first, and what do we need to win? And, we'll have different girls step up every night. And last night we had multiple girls score around 8 or 7 points. And, if we can do that every night, Ryan, that's awesome.
How tough is that to defend? I mean, if you think about coaching against a team that had that kind of depth, how can you slow that down or stop it?
It's tough. I mean, you got to think about what you're going to take away. And, with us, there's things you can take away, but other opportunities present itself. So at least if our girls keep playing the way they did last night.
You might have to be that balanced and strong offensively today. Wendover, I think, allowing 25, 26 points a game. They look like one of the better defensive teams in 1A.
Yeah, I'm excited to come out here and play here. This is our first time in this gym while we're coaching. And, Coach Tangero, it looks like he's having a great season, and he's got some very talented girls. And I'm looking forward to a fun afternoon of basketball.
You played this team in the quarterfinals last year and beat them by 15, 17 points. They bring really just one contributor back from last year, but Leslie Luna, a sophomore this year, looks like a similar player to your McKenna Stacy.
Yeah, she's very athletic. She's long. She knows how to score. She's a very good shooter. Just going to have to try to contain her today.
Any ideas of how to do that?
We have some pretty good defenders on our team, so we'll throw a bunch of different girls at her and see how she does with it.
Do you worry about so we talk about McKenna, and last night she only had 9 points, but it really got others involved, 6 or 7 assists just in the first half, and Leslie Luna is kind of that type of player. Do you worry about the depth and the team, if you're able to slow her down, but she finds other players to contribute?
I mean, you can worry about that, but I think with our defensive philosophy,
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012. Apologies on having to cut that interview a bit short. Not sure what happened with the audio, but I think we've got that thing fixed for the time being. We'll continue our pregame coverage and thank Town & Country Realty on the Coaches Show. That's Pam Cornea at 435-779-0012. The Rebels and the Wendover Wildcats met last year in the state tournament. Leslie Luna scored 5 points in that game. Rebels got 18 from McKenna Stacy. Allie Wallenstein hit 5 threes in the ball game, scored 19 points. The Rebels won 53-38. I think things will be a bit different. For one, Rebels are without a couple of their best defenders. Of course, Lauren Thompson graduated, Fallon Johnson gone, but Stacy Wallenstein and Hatch, who started in that game and led the Rebels in scoring, along with Sage Tingy, who had 9, all back for Rich this year. The Wildcats, Leslie Luna, the only player returning from last year's team from Wendover that actually scored against Rich. She had 5 points. The others who scored in that game for Wendover graduated. It'll be interesting to see how things go today. Taking a quick look at your Lake Town Ledger, brought to you by the Town of Lake Town and the Mayor and Town Council wishing the Rebels good luck. Rich, I've got 4 times they've met with Wendover. 3 of those times at state tournament action. Now, that goes back to 01-02. And I don't have records prior to that on my Lake Town Ledger. So last year, again, that 15-point win. Rebels beat Wendover by 16 at the at the early season at the 1A preview in the last year as well. They met in the first round, and Rich won by 19 in 2015-16, and the Rebels beat Wendover by 31 in the quarterfinals of the 2013-14 season. So Rich 4-0 against Wendover, according to our Lake Town Ledger, brought to you by the Town of Lake Town. Good luck, Rebels, from the Mayor and Town Council of Lake Town. Jumping into your Lazy BT brand keys of the game, brought to you by the Thompson Ranch. Wendover comes in on an 8-game winning streak. In a big way, a big part of how they're doing that is forcing turnovers, getting steals, winning on the rebounding. They're a good rebounding team, 32 rebounds per game. So that's our key number 1. Rebels have to win the battle of the boards. Got to get some offensive boards and keep Wendover off that offensive glass. Number 2, same as last night against Tabby. Rich has to control the tempo, play fast, but don't hurry. And that'll be especially big today at Wendover. The Wildcats are one of the best teams defensively in 1A, allowing under 27 points a game. And one of the ways they do that, they get 18 steals per game and force bunches of turnovers. They also take care of the ball well. So Rich has to play fast, take care of the basketball, not hurry, but play fast, play at their tempo. And as I said, number 3 key of the game is the golden rule. Treat that ball, treat the rock like gold. Take care of it. So those are your 3 keys of the game, brought to you by the Thompson Ranch and the Lazy BT brand, wishing the Rebels good luck today. Your Old Chicago Pizza pregame slice. Old Chicago Pizza in Logan at 795 East, 1400 North. They've got pizzas and more built from scratch, one delicious fresh ingredient at a time. Old Chicago Pizza in Logan. The slice today, we're at Wildcats Gymnasium, a nice facility. They got the soft chairs for us. Here on our side, if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, only teams and scorekeepers on this side. Across the way, you've got all the fans section, the bleachers, Wildcat fans on the left. Again, if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, they're in sections 7, 9, and 11. The Rebels fans in the even sections 12, 10, and 8. And, boy, it was a windy drive to get over here today. We passed the salt flats. A lot of those are covered in water as we came across the salt flats. It's a long, straight drive. Once you pass Salt Lake City, it's you could about put it on cruise control and keep the steering wheel straight and almost take a nap. A long, straight road coming across the basin and range area of eastern or northwestern Utah. Rebels will be in the road blues, Wildcats in the home whites. They'll have their cheerleaders here. Looks like they've started to bring, there's a big drum over there. Maybe we'll have some a band as well, but a fun atmosphere and just a classic style high school gymnasium with banners up. The Wildcats all over the place, boy, fun atmosphere here for today's game at Wendover. Rebels and Wildcats. That's your Old Chicago Pizza pregame slice. Old Chicago Pizza in Logan at 795 East, 1400 North. Stop in for great pizzas, delicious sandwiches, salads. If you like the wings, you can get them spicy or not as spicy. Have it your way. They've also got delicious appetizers from nachos and Italian nachos to wings and dips and more. So that's just a great place, the Old Chicago Pizza in Logan. All right, we're moving along in our pregame coverage. We got your Town of Woodruff starters coming up in just a moment. I think we'll have a national anthem or a Pledge of Allegiance. So we'll take a quick break and be back with that after this on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. When you enter the city limits of the town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to a place with the coldest temps and the warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Sabian, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell, welcome you and say, Go Red Rebels!
Is it time to stop wishing for your dream home in beautiful Bear Lake? If you're ready to make your dream a reality, Bear Lake Realty can help. With residential and land listings, including vacation properties, timeshares, cabins, condos, beachfront, lake view, and more. Bear Lake Realty has what you're looking for. And with more than 30 years of real estate experience in the area, you know you're working with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com and come and enjoy the Caribbean of the Rockies with us.
Thank you to Lynn Weston running our camera today. The camera is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. And also a thank you to Rob Leifson giving us some updates on wrestling. Corgan Conk at 120 pounds, just lost in the championship match, took second place. Earlier, Randy Trujillo, Austin Peterson both took third. Stetson Huffaker, Justin Adams fourth. Got Keller Sidaway at 126, Riker Conk at 148, Colton Hislop at 170, Jaden Rao at 182, all wrestling for state titles. Rebels are the visitors, so we'll give you their starters first, brought to you by the town of Woodruff.
McKenna Stacy, Jr.
Sage Tingy, Jr.
Allie Valentine, Senior.
Eliana Brown, Senior.
Sydney Hatch, Senior.
My mistake on getting some editing done. It's J.C. Cornea starting that final Rebel player. So McKenna Stacy, Sage Tingy, Allie Wallenstein, and Eliana Brown, along with J.C. Cornea, the starters for the Rich Rebels, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Saby, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell. Rebels coming off a win over Tabiona last night, and the Wildcats of Wendover coming off a win Thursday, or was it Wednesday? When was that big win over Pinnacle? Oh, Thursday night, 77-20. Wildcats on an 8-game winning streak. Let's give you their starters for the Wendover Wildcats. Number 3, Xochitl Duenas, a junior. Number 4, a sophomore, Leslie Luna, scoring 20 points a game. Sophomore number 10, Samantha Carrillo. Junior number 12, Stephanie Magallanes. And a junior number 21, Kadiana Peterson. We call her KD. Kevin Durant. out here in Wendover playing some ball for the girls. Rebels, Eliana Brown against the Wildcats, Kadiana Peterson for the tip. Peterson a little bit of height advantage for Ellie, but tips it forward from her vantage point, and Stacy steps in front to grab it for the Rebels. Just underway in the first quarter, brought to you by the store, Clothing and More in Evanston. They're open today from 10 to 4. Down in the left corner, Stacy up top to Cornea. Left wing, Wallenstein. Rebels working it around the arc against the zone defense. Stacy drives, shoots, misses off the window, gets her own rebound, and an offensive board for Rich for a second chance. Left wing, Wallenstein for 3. Allie Wallenstein with the triple, and Rich leads 3-0. That's a T7 Propane and Woodruff 3-point basket and an early candidate for your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet shot of the game. To the right wing, Luna dishes off. Driving, Samantha Carrillo cut off, kicks it back out, long 2, off the back iron. Stephanie Magallanes misses, and McKenna Stacy has the Rebel rebound. Turns, pushes up court. 2-3 zone defense for the Wildcats, it looks like. Defensively, Luna, or no, not that's Duenas up top. Rebels working around the arc, down to Tingy, drives baseline, shoots off the side of the backboard, but she was fouled, and Leslie Luna picks up her first personal. Rebel boys, a win last night over Tabiona. They'll be in action today at Westside. You can listen to that one live on mylocalradio.com. Tingy at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Misses on the front end. Side iron and off to the left. 3-0 Rebels lead early on. Tingy rattles home the second free throw. Rich leads 4-0. No lead is comfortable here with Leslie Luna, scored 10 3-pointers. She's attempted 25 threes alone, just on her own against Pinnacle Thursday, and hit 10 of those. That ties a state record in Utah girls high school basketball. So watch out. She can score a ton of points in a hurry. Scored 45 in that game. 6:55 left in this first quarter. And clock didn't start, so they reset and inbound again. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Stacy defending on Luna. Leslie backs it out to the center circle, dribbles to her right, follows a couple screens, pulls up for the 3, and hits over the top. Offensive board by Kadiana Peterson, but she can't quite hold on to it, loses it out of bounds, and turns it over to the Rebels. 4-0 Rich on top. These teams on paper, looks like Rebels have the advantage. Number 1 in the RPI versus Wendover, number 8. Tingy on the right wing, across left side. Stacy in the left corner. Drives, dishes free throw line to Brown. And she'll go back outside. Dangerous pass. Luna almost took it away, but Rebels kept it. Stacy crosses over, gets by the D, floats, misses from the baseline, gets her own rebound, already her third board of the game. Outside to Wallenstein, left wing 3, just short. And Luna with the rebound for Wendover. Up to the right wing, launches the 3 and misses over the top again. A little too much on it. Offensive board for the Wildcats, and they missed the shot, the putback. But the Rebels deflected it out of bounds. So Stephanie Magallanes there with that offensive rebound. Inbound play for Wendover. 6:01 left, first quarter. Bounce into the middle. Rebels wrap up Samantha Carrillo for a jump ball. Possession arrow, Wendover Wildcats. Inbound again from the baseline. Luna, the sophomore, to inbound. Looks underneath. Not much there. Outside, Tingy gets a hand up and deflects it away out of bounds. Right back to Wendover. They'll inbound from right in front of the Rebel bench. 5:59 left. Opening quarter brought to you by the store, Clothing and More, next to the Monkey Shines Laundromat in Evanston. Open today until 4. Inbound, Stacy kicks it, controlled it well. Soccer fans might like to see her play a little soccer with those kind of ball control skills, but that gives it right back to Wendover. Different sport, different ball. Wildcats, their Wilson basketball the Wilson is in green. Inbound, Ellie Brown rips it away, but Lynn loses it. Give it off left side, and a missed jumper by Kadiana Peterson. Ellie Brown with the Rebel rebound. Wallenstein quickly up the left sideline to Stacy up top. Brown, Wallenstein left wing, defense out on her. Looked inside, but double team on Stacy. So Rich works it back around to the right. And then again to the left. Stacy fakes the 3, dribbles right. She's got Wallenstein open. Right wing 3, up and short. Rebounds. Cornea has it, but saves it to the Wildcats. A steal for Magallanes. to Luna in the right corner. Stacy defending tight. Long pass up top. Xochitl Duenas kicks it down to the left wing. Long two-point shot attempt. Rims in and out by Kadiana Peterson. And Ellie Brown has another Rebel rebound on the miss. Stacy, left wing to Brown up top. Looks left, looks right, looks left again, and gives to Wallenstein. 5 minutes left in this opening quarter, and the Rebels lead 4-0. Tingy looks right corner. Wallenstein looking inside, tries to pass it. Duenas steals it. And not Duenas, but Luna. She averages 5 steals a game, and there's a first. Drives, floats, and misses from inside the key. Tingy rips down the Rebel rebound, and the Rebels push it slowly up court. 4.5 gone left here in this quarter. Wallenstein has a 3. Tingy has a free throw, and that's it for the scoring for both teams. Wallenstein on the left wing, drives, left elbow, long two, off the window, nope. A little too strong, and Kadiana Peterson pulls down the board for Wendover. She hands off to Luna, walks it across the timeline. Wendover scores 49 per game. But this pace that they're taking, it looks like they want to have a defensive, lower scoring battle with Rich. Maybe they think that's their best chance to win. Free throw line, wanting to shoot, but contested. Magallanes dribbles to her right. Tries to shoot over Wallenstein. It blocked, and it's on the floor, and we'll have a jump ball. Give AWOL the block on that shot attempt. Possession arrow this time to the Rebels. So that's a Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Brown, with 4 minutes gone by in the first quarter, takes a breather. Sydney Hatch checks in. You got Hatch, Cornea, Stacy, Tingy, and Wallenstein on the floor. Wallenstein right wing. Tingy swing it around, left wing to Stacy. Starts right, goes back left, skips it across. Wallenstein, another 3, up, and this one good. AWOL with the triple, her second T7 Propane and Woodruff three-pointer of the game. Allie Wallenstein, 2 for 3 so far from beyond the arc. Luna 0 for 2. Up to her right, launches another. This one off the front iron. Wallenstein chases down the Rebel rebound. Luna 0 for 3. Shoots about 30% from three-point range. Stacy to the other end, all the way, splits the defense, misses. Cornea the offensive board, misses that. Too strong, and Stacy with the Rebel offensive rebound. Her third offensive board of the game already. And Rich, I've got with 5 offensive rebounds. Stacy on the left wing. Defense comes out to contest. Veronice Garcia just checked in. Rebels working around, back to Wallenstein. Another triple from the right wing this time, and Rich leads 10-0. AWOL going AWOL. Rebels up 10-zip on the Station on Main scoreboard in this first quarter here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
So far, the Rebels finding points from beyond the arc. And against a 2-3 zone, you've got to drive and dish or hit from outside as you work it around the arc and find that open shot. Those are 2 ways to beat a 2-3 zone. And for Rich, drive and dish hasn't found its way yet, but the Rebels with 3 T7 Propane in Woodruff 3-point buckets. T7 Propane in Woodruff for all your propane needs. 435-793-4208. Allie Wallenstein with 3 triples on 4 attempts. She hit 5 3-pointers against Wendover when these teams met in the quarterfinals just about 11 months ago. Wendover basketball after Wallenstein hit that 3. Rebels come out with Tingy, Wallenstein, Hatch, Stacy, and Cornea on the floor. Luna, along with Carrillo, Garcia, that's Veronice Garcia, Kadiana Peterson, and who's that 5th? Anaí Luna. I believe that's Leslie's old big sis. Luna misses from the right corner. Wendover gets the offensive board. That was, I believe, Kadiana Peterson again. She kicks it outside. Wendover misses the shot. Stacy pulls down a Rebel rebound. Rich content to keep the tempo just a little bit slow and just control that tempo. Not push if it's not there. Tingy bounces right corner. Luna gets a fingertip on it and deflects it out of bounds. Kendall Staple checks in, and Tingy gets a breather. Luna averages 6 steals per game. She's already got 1. Inbound to Wallenstein. Back right corner. Stacy for 3. Luna blocks it. She gets 1.5 of those per game and picks up her first there. Stacy trying to get it back, commits the foul. Well, Luna's attempted a few from outside, hasn't hit yet. Hit 10 the other night in the win over Pinnacle. 10-0 is your score. Rebels lead on the Station on Main scoreboard with 2 minutes left in the opening period. Luna right side, long 3, misses air ball short. Wendover's rebound had it but couldn't control it. Veronice Garcia, the junior, had it in her hands but couldn't hold on. Out of bounds, team rebound to Rich. Rebels attacking right to left in this first half on mylocalradio.com. Staple, left wing, Cornea. The Rebels work it quickly around the arc with 4 outside and Hatch at the high post. Stacy fakes a pass, drives, dishes back out. A-Wall right corner 3, short. Hatch, the offensive board, put back is short. Tips the rebound out of bounds, and Wendover basketball. So give Sydney Hatch an offensive board. Rebels leading 10-0. Not connecting great from inside the arc. They have not yet hit a 2-point field goal. 3 triples for Wallenstein and then a free throw. That's the only points for Rich. Rebels press. Wendover pass deflected, but the Wildcats keep possession. Anai Luna gives off to Leslie Luna on the left wing. TJ McKeach over to the scores table to check in as Wendover runs the offense. Inside, Peterson bumped, hit to the ground by J.C. Cornea. And J.C. picks up her first personal. Rebel JV team won 51-15. They led 23-6 at the half. And so Peterson, as they'll say she was in the act of shooting, will go to the line and shoot 2. Rattle out, no good on the first attempt. This Wendover team does not get to the free throw line a ton. I guess that's compared with Rich, one of the most, the highest volume free throw shooters in 1A Utah. Wendover shoots 8 free throws per game, 49% as a team. The Rebels 16 free throws, and they hit 61% of those. Second free throw, back iron, and Ellie Brown pulls down the Rebel rebound. I've got Ellie with 3 rebounds already. Stacy across the timeline, left wing to TJ, back up top. Right side, Staple skips it across. Stacy, open 3, left wing. Yes, she got it, back iron, and drops it in. T7 Propane and Woodruff three-pointer. That's 4 threes for Rich already in this first quarter. Those are their only field goals so far. The 4 threes and a free throw. Luna across the timeline, bounces right side. Garcia, couple of dribbles. TJ right on her. Double team, dishes off for the just outside the free throw line jumper. No, but an offensive board for Samantha Carrillo, and she puts it back up and in. Wendover gets on the board with about 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Mentioned a bunch of times how good Wendover's been defensively. The Rebels in that same category. Nice pass, backdoor, TJ to Stacy for the 2. Pass was up high where only Stacy could get it. Luna up to the timeline with 4, 3, looks at the clock, up ahead, 2, 1, down the right side. Carrillo runs out of time, and at the end of 1, Rich leads 15-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 4 triples in that first quarter, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff.
This is Rich Rebel Senior, Allie Wallenstein, and you're tuned into Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and on mylocalradio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
15-2. Rebels shot pretty well from beyond the arc so far in that first quarter. Brought to you by the store in Evanston. They're next to the Monkey Shines Laundromat up on the north side of town. The store has clothing and more at great prices. They're open Fridays 1 to 6, Saturdays 10 to 4. Rebel boys basketball team today in action at Westside. Just got an update from Dale Wilson. The JV and freshman teams both lost at Westside. Varsity scheduled to start, I believe, at 4 o'clock. Wendover has the ball to start second quarter action, brought to you by Stacy's Repair. Luna pulls up from just outside the left elbow and misses. Offensive board bounced around, and then Genevieve Suarez pulls it in, shoots and hits from the right block. 15-4, Rebels lead by 11. Staple, McKee, Tingy, Hatch, and Brown on the floor. Wendover stays in what looks like a 2-3 zone defense. Rebels kick it across, then into the middle, stolen away by Peterson. Third Rebel turnover of the game. I've got Wendover with just one giveaway. They've taken care of the ball pretty well. Just haven't shot the ball real well. Luna to the right side. TJ defending. Gets out high on her. Luna in some trouble. Throws it just. Gets it away to a teammate. Right baseline. Jumper off the glass and in for Genevieve Suarez. 15-6. The lead down to single digits. A 9-point Rebel lead. Staple on the right wing. Kicks it across. Tingy inside. Brown turns up with the left hand and in. Beautiful ball movement, and Brown finishes to make it 17-6. A candidate for the McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the game. Great ball movement, and Brown with the finish. TJ defending Luna, throws it to the left sideline and out of bounds. The pass was high for Xochitl Duenas, and she couldn't hang on. Wendover turns it over for just the second time by my count. So the Rebels with the basketball, again attacking right to left. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, Rebels in blue, Wildcats in the home whites. Green numerals and black trim on those jerseys. TJ left side, Staple dribbles, finds baseline, puts it up, misses too strong on the shot, and Luna pulls down the Wendover rebound. Pushes up the right sideline. TJ picks her up at the three-point arc. Luna picks up the dribble, kicks it inside. Tingy tips it away, and Rich comes up with a Rich County government steal. Rebels with a championship cause. Tingy heads the other end, kicks it back out. TJ thought about the left wing three. Instead dishes off. Tingy double team, steps through the D, up high off the glass. No, but she was traveled. So Tingy travels. The Rebels turn it over for the fourth time in the game. Wendover with the ball. Rebels up 17-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Luna gives to Carrillo. Hands back to Luna. Has not scored yet in this contest. Leslie averages 20 points per game. TJ getting up in her grill. Pokes it away. Luna double dribbled. Gets away with it. Drives in. Dishes off. Nice pass. Missed on the layup attempt by Suarez. And Hatch has the rebound, but in pivoting to get away from the defense, she steps out of bounds and gives it back to Wendover. Wallenstein checks back into the game, as does Stacy. Brown and Hatch still out there for Rich, along with Tingy. Luna inbounds, right corner, long two, falls short by Xochitl Duenas, and Tingy chases the rebound down. But a foul on Rich. I didn't see any contact, other than just regular contact hustling for the ball. But they call Sydney Hatch with a foul. Said she wrapped her up on the rebound. So a little arm usage rather than arms straight out. The official says that Sydney Hatch wrapped up the player she was boxing out. Luna inbounds, left baseline, long two, nope. And Ellie Brown pulls down the Rebel board. That one came off the front of the iron and bounced out to about the right elbow. Stacy backs it out to the center timeline. Right side, Tingy. Looks right, back out. Stacy fakes the three, looks for some space, drives, dishes. Tingy right baseline to Stacy, cutting into the middle, and McKenna floats it up and hits from the right angle, about 5 feet out. 19-6. Rebels up by 13 with 5:10 left in this Stacy's Repair second quarter. Luna across the timeline goes high post. They look for a give and go, but not there. Kick it off instead to Carrillo, back to Luna, launches a long three-pointer from the right corner and misses off the front iron. Sage Tingy with the Rebel rebound, her second. 4:52 left to play in this first half. Tingy on the left wing. Bounces across the top, Wallenstein. Stacy in the right corner has it. Drives by the D, dishes off looking for Hatch, but she was fouled before she got rid of the pass. And Leslie Luna picks up her second personal. I've got for Wendover just 2 team fouls, both of those on Leslie Luna. Brown checks out, gets a breather. Cornea back into the ball game. Duenas gets a breather, and Garcia checks back in for Wendover. That's 2 fouls on Luna. Wallenstein with it after the inbound play. Brought to you by Crawford Trough, the place to eat and drink in Randolph. Cornea left side, Stacy around to the right, Tingy in the right corner, back up to AWOL. She was not looking for that pass, but the Rebels fortunate to keep control. Stacy fires in, backdoor, Tingy with the finish. Pretty pass, pretty cut, perfect play. 21-6, the Rebels lead. Another candidate for the Rolene Kennedy Auto Farm Chevrolet play of the game. Stacy to Tingy underneath for the bucket. Tingy comes out to help on Luna and got her with the body, I think is what they'll call. Sage Tingy, little too Tabiona Tiger-ish on the hips defensively. 21-6, handoff to Luna on the inbound. Dribbles to her left, trying to free herself up for a three-point shot. She hasn't scored yet today. Averages 20 points, scored 45 against Pinnacle on Thursday. Right side, down on the baseline. Jumper, no, from about 5 feet out. And AWOL with the rebound on the air ball. Wallenstein, 9 points, hit 3 triples. Stacy to the right side on the right baseline. Hatch just misses, and Peterson pulls down the Wendover rebound. Coach Lundgren happy with the way Sydney fought in there and got that shot off. Tells her, good job, good job. Luna on the right wing, skips it across left side. Magallanes fires away a long 2 and hits. It rattles in. 21-8. Rebel lead is 13. Stacy long pass ahead to Tingy. She tries to draw the contact on Peterson, does not get the whistle, and Peterson pulls down the miss. It was too short, hit the underside of the rim. Tingy just couldn't get that shot up and over through the contact. But it was good defense by Peterson. Had hands straight in the air. Peterson on the left wing with the basketball, looking, holding, and dribbles once to her right, kicks it back up top. Skip it across to Luna. Picks up the dribble. Stacy defending out on the right wing. Pass toward Luna, and Stacy picks it off. Rich County Government steal. McKenna heads to the other end, steps through the D, up with the right hand. Too strong off the window, and Tingy picks up the foul on the rebound attempt. 21-8, Rebels lead on the station on main scoreboard, and that'll send Tingy to the bench with 2 fouls. TJ back into the ball game. So it's McKee, Cornea, Wallenstein, Hatch, and Stacy on the floor. 2:41 left in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Rebels scored 15 points, had 4 triples in the first. Have not hit a 3 yet here in this second. But their defense been good. They've allowed just 8 points so far to a team that averages almost 50 per game. On the right wing, Garcia kicks it up top, swing it left side, pass a little too hot, and just saving it, but then stepping out of bounds is Alana Henderson, Anai Luna. And Wendover turns it back over to Rich. Kendall Staple set to check in. Wallenstein gets a breather. McKee, Stacy, Staple, Cornea, and Hatch on the floor. Wendover started in a 2-3 zone. I don't think they've gone away from that yet in this game. Stacy right wing to McKee. Free throw line, Hatch to a cutting Staple, back outside. Stacy open 3, top of the key. Ooh, it rattles and pops out. Stacy gets her own no. Rebound tipped away, tipped outside, and Magallanes off to the races. Stacy catches her, Magallanes stops and puts it in off the window left side. 21-10. The lead down to 11. Magallanes, that rebound, it tipped and rattled around and popped out to her, out in front of everybody. Stacy, right corner, long skip pass to Staple, bounces a pass, looking to go across the lane. She took a lot of contact, couldn't get the whistle, and Rebels turn it over for a 4th time in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Rebels will set up in a half-court trap. Looks like a 1-2-2 half-court trap. 1:41 left in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Rich a bit stagnant offensively. Stacy gets a quick steal, turns, and she's fouled as she goes up with the shot. Rich County Government steal, McKenna's 3rd of the ball game. And Stacy heads to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. The foul for Wendover. That's the first foul against somebody other than Leslie Luna, just the third team foul of the ball game. Stacy has 7 in this contest and swishes the first one through. McKenna coming into the game, 973 points, so plus 8, she's at 981 in her Rebel High School career. 22-10, Rebels lead by 12, 138 left in the Stacy's Repair second. Stacy's second just kisses the front of the rim on the inside and drops through for the Bear Lake Realty free throw, 23-10. Rebels pressuring and get the steal. McKenna Stacy with another one after Wendover couldn't quite handle a pass. Stacy to the right corner, backs it out with a minute and a half left in this Stacy's Repair second. Stacy, top of the key, thought about a three, instead dishes off to Brown. Staple, left corner, up top, Stacy. Around to McKee in the right corner. Back up top, McKenna again to Staple. Brown, long pass. She had McKee open down just outside the right block, but misfired on the pass, and Rebels turn it over. 23-10, Rich up by 13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Good luck to the Rebel boys at West Side. Luna across the timeline. Stacy slaps the ball away from behind into the Rebel bench, and Wendover has to inbound from right in front of that Rebel bench with 57.4 seconds left in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Luna inbounds long, looking for Anaí Luna, and misfires. Luna can't get to it. So the Luna to Luna connection, not quite there. Wallentine back in with 57.4 seconds left in this second period. Brought to you by Stacy's Repair. Need a repair? Take it to the ones who truly care. Rebels have not shot the ball so far well from in that Bear Lake Physical Therapy paint area. Stacy, top of the key to TJ McKee, left wing, three-pointer off the front iron, out to the corner. Luna chases it down and pulls it in. She'll turn and head up court. That's her third rebound. Down inside, Peterson back outside. TJ steps in front for a Rebel steal, brought to you by Rich County Government. TJ coast to coast, misses, but she's fouled. And we'll head to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. So McKee looking for her first points of the night. McKee, a 73% free throw shooter coming in. She and Stacy, statistically, by percentage, the best two free throw shooters on the team. I hope I didn't just curse her, Dad. No problem. She swishes the first one through. 24-10, Rebels lead. Stacy gets a breather. Brown, Cornea, McKee, Staple, and Wallentine on the floor with 31.5 seconds left in this opening half. McKee's second offering at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line misses, but Brown pulls down an offensive rebound for Rich. Brown's fifth rebound of the game by my tally, and Rich resets. Wallentine left wing to McKee. She'll take the three from the right wing and just miss off the heel of the basket. Brown, another offensive rebound to Wallentine. Left wing three, splash right through there, a perfect swish. Give Brown the assist and the offensive board. Up court, Carrillo gets away with the travel. 2-1, three-point shot, well short. Wallentine got a piece of it with the block, and the buzzer sounds to end first quarter action, or first half action rather, with Rich on top, 27-10 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Allie Wallentine, 12 points, 4 triples, and Rich leads by 17 as we head for the break and the locker room. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with your Stacy's Repair, or with the halftime report. The second quarter was brought to you by Stacy's Repair on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all to go on-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your adventure at epicrecreation.net.
More than 1,300 rural hospitals were evaluated, and for the 3rd year in a row, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital placed in the top 100 for quality as well as best practices and critical access, with a 24-hour emergency department, orthopedics, home health, a residential nursing home, physical therapy, surgical services, family doctors, chemotherapy, dialysis, and more. So, when it comes to your health, make sure you're seen by the best. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Got a visit from Pedro Alvarez. If you're watching online, that was Pedro Alvarez and Jaime Montalvo there coming to say hi. And those guys leading the Wendover Wildcats boys basketball team this season. Montalvo's, I understand his girl is Leslie Luna, who's averaging 20 points a game, but she's far from that today. The Rebel defense has been too tight. She's missed a few shots, hasn't shot excessive numbers or taken bad shots. She just hasn't hit them, hasn't scored. Rebels lead 27-10. A contrast there, Allie Wallenstein, the Rebels sharpshooter from beyond the arc. 3, make it 4 triples, has 12 points, and the Rebels lead 27-10 at the half. Take a quick timeout. We'll be back with some Town of Randolph first half highlights on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Established in 1870, Randolph, Utah is home. Home to the rich rebels, to hardy people of high character, and to values of dedication, honesty, hard work, education, and respect for self and others. Randolph is also home to friendly folks who love their families, their town, and their neighbors. Count yourself a neighbor whenever you visit Randolph, Utah. Mayor Lynn Weston and the Town Council of Randolph wish the rich rebels good luck and invite you to visit anytime.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
Here at the half, and the Rebels lead big, 27-10. We came in worried about Leslie Luna. Now, look, we still got 16 minutes left to play in this game, so the Rebels can't let up. We still need to worry about Leslie Luna, who scores 20 points a game, and she can light it up from downtown. She just hasn't yet today. And the Rebels have been very good defensively. McKenna Stacy has been tasked, Stacy and TJ McKee tasked with stopping Luna, and they have. She's 0 for 7 from three-point range. On the other side, Allie Wallenstein, I've got her at 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 12 points. She's hit 4 threes. Stacy hit a triple as well, has 9 points. And then Tingy with 3, Brown with 2, and TJ McKee with 1. Rebels dominant first half, 27-10. Magallanes has an offensive board and a putback, as does Genevieve Suarez, and they have 4 points apiece. Samantha Carrillo with 2 points on an offensive rebound and putback, and that's about all that Wendover's been able to find as far as points go. 27-10 at the half. First half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph. Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. Wendover came in averaging 48.7 points a game. And here's more impressive. Wendover came in allowing 27 points per game. The Rebels are there, and we have half the game left to play. Some first half other highlights. We had a couple great backdoor cuts, passes. TJ found Kenna for one of those, and then Sage found TJ for one of those, if I remember right, or maybe it was the other way around. Anyway, we had some good passing, good backdoor cuts, and Ellie Brown was the recipient of some just excellent ball movement that found her wide open under the hoop to make it 17-6 early in the second quarter. Rebels are taking care of the ball. They're moving it well, passing well, hitting shots, everything going well for Rich, and especially defensively, holding the Wendover Wildcats to 10 points in the first half. First half highlights presented by the town of Randolph. Mayor Lynn Weston, board member Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. Stay tuned. Epic Recreation third quarter action when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
In Rich County, we know that our children are our future. Helping our kids grow into kind, productive adults is a community effort. This is Rolene Kennedy, Auto Farm Chevrolet's Rich County representative, serving my neighbors for more than 20 years. My kids are Rich High School graduates. When you need a vehicle, come and see me, new or pre-owned. I'll always treat you with respect and honesty, the Rich County way. Auto Farm Chevrolet, we're a community-driven dealer. Go Rebels!
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on mylocalradio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, LSR Refrigerated, and the Walletines in Garden City. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Walletine clan wish the Rebels good luck. And by CAD Answer Technical Services, proudly supporting the Rich Rebels. The staff at CAD Answer Technical Services wish the Rebels good luck on the field, on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
27-10 at the half. Rebels will get the basketball to start Epic Recreation third quarter action. At State Wrestling, Corrigan Conk lost in the championship, took second place. Keller Sidaway, a state champ at 126 pounds, pinned his opponent, and Keller Sidaway wins state for Rich. Riker Conk at 145 took second place. Haven't gotten yet to Colton Hislop and Jaden Rao for the Rich Rebels at wrestling. Sage Tingy in the lane, up with the right hand, misses. Was trying to draw contact, didn't get the whistle, and a rebound. J.C. Cornea, Katie Anna Peterson tied up for a jump ball, possession arrow to Wendover. J.C. and the Rebels have been big on the boards. So I've got Cornea with 3 boards, Ellie Brown with 6 in that first half. Stacy had 5, Wallenstein a pair, Sage Tingy a pair. Top of the key, high post, Savannah Carrillo, and Rebels with 2 hands on her. Could call that double check. J.C. Cornea picks up her second. Rebel first team foul of third quarter action, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Luna to inbound from the baseline, goes in right wing, long two, swish for Xochitl Duenas. 27-12. Rebels kind of fell asleep on her. She was open on that right wing and made them pay. Rich on top by 15. Stacy dribbles to her left, picks it up, looking across, nothing there. Tingy to Wallenton on the right wing. Skip, dangerous pass. Luna steps in front and takes it away. 8th Rebel turnover. Luna to the other end, floats with the right hand and scores her first bucket of the game right there. 27-14. Stacy up across the timeline. Rebels attacking left to right in the second half on mylocalradio.com. Tingy, left corners, and the pass too far outside. Tingy couldn't hold on it. Coach Lundgren pops off the bench, a couple of claps, and says, guys, let's focus. 6:57 left third quarter rather. Rebels 2 possessions in this third period have both ended in turnovers. Luna across the timeline has 2 points, averages 20. Left corner, long two, back iron, nope, and Tingy with the Rebel rebound, rips it away from the defense and brings it up herself to the center of the court. Hands off to Stacy. 6.5 left in the Epic Recreation third. McKenna looks right, then drives up off the window, misses. Rebound tipped, and Luna pulls it in for Wendover. Her 4th rebound by my count. Rebels pressure her, and she just gets across the timeline, pulls up for 3, and misses off the heel of the basket. Peterson the offensive board, and she's fouled on the putback. At Westside, the Rebel boys trailing by 3, 15-12 after 1 quarter. The foul, Ellie Brown. So Peterson with the offensive rebound, and boy, you can hear that Wendover crowd getting behind their team as they try to get a run going. Peterson misses the free throw. She's 0 for 3 at the line in this contest. And the Wildcats, she's the only one who's attempted free throws, so as a team 0 for 3 as well. Peterson second, short, front iron. Brown tips the rebound to Wallenton, and Rich has it. Rebels have been outscored 4-0 so far here in this Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels have 3 turnovers. Tingy on the left wing. Around the top, Stacy right side, gets by the D, steps through, and she's fouled by the on the body, by the body of Kadiana Peterson, I believe. And I think they say it was on the floor, or is Kinna shooting? No, they'll say it was on the floor. Coach Lundgren says, oh, not shooting? Okay. So we'll get a Crawford Trough and Randolph inbound play. Stacy to Tingy, out top Wallenton, back to Stacy, left corner. Good defense, they got on her, she had no chance to shoot. McKenna dribbles back to the top of the arc, to Tingy on the left wing. Back again to Stacy, right wing, Wallenton for 3, off the heel of the basket, almost found its way home, but Corneo with the offensive board, puts it back up and in. Corneo with her first points, but 4 offensive boards, and Rich leads 29-14. Takes the lid off the basket on this end. Luna to her right, picks up the dribble, throws it into the middle, just finds Carrillo, who dribbles out away from traffic. Out to the right wing. Duenas dribbles in, pulls up, 10-footer, right angle, missed, short, and Brown has the Rebel rebound. We've got Ellie with 7 boards. I may be wrong on that, but that's what I've got. Tingy, Wallenton on the right wing. Follows the screen by Brown, kicks it off to Stacy on the left wing. Coach Lundgren calls for a timeout, wants to make some adjustments here. 5:06 left in the Epic Recreation third, and the Rebels lead 29-14 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all to go on-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Coming out of the timeout, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental and Dr. Sean Grohl. Providing quality family dentistry since 1997. Sean sitting straight across the way. Probably enjoying this Rebel 15-point lead in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels with the basketball. Stacy to Tingy, back to Stacy. Wallenton on the right wing against the 2-3 zone D of Wendover. good defense as Luna got out to cut off Stacy's attempt at a drive. She gets through some defenders and is fouled on the floor on her way to the hoop. The foul, Stephanie Magallanes with her first, I believe. Indeed, Wendover's second. Team foul, and Rich sets up for the Crawford Trough and Randolph inbound play to Tingy on the left wing. Dribbles left and gives again to Stacy, who dribbles back up to the top of the key. Wallenstein back to McKenna, open three, top of the key, and McKenna Stacy buries it. She has 12. There's another T7 Propane and Woodruff three-pointer for Rich. T7 Propane and Woodruff for all your propane needs, 435-793-4208. Very selective about her three-point shooting. She doesn't take it unless she's open, and she was wide on that shot. Luna passes, it kicks, gets dumped back to her, and she picks it up, launches the three and misses short. Fight for the rebound. Wallenstein ends up on the floor. Peterson helps her up, and Kadiana picks up her second personal foul. That's a third team foul on Wendover. Brown gets a breather. Rebels set to inbound, leading by 18, 32-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Wallenstein and Stacy chuckling with each other as they inbound, 4:20 left to play. Good, they're feeling relaxed. Wallenstein had 12 points, 4 3-pointers in the first half. Dribbles to her left. Stacy lobs inside to a double-teamed Sage Tingy. She fights through the contact, hits the shot, and she's fouled. Tingy with the and one opportunity. Sandwiched between two defenders. We'll see who they call the foul on. And I think they just gave it to Kadiana Peterson. That would be her third, and it is. That'll bring Stephanie Magallanes. No, not Magallanes. Genevieve Suarez, a junior, off the bench. Magallanes was, she's on the bench. So Sage Tingy at the line for the three-point play opportunity. Free throw rattles out, and Suarez, who just checked in, pulls down the Wendover rebound. 34-14, Rebels up by 20. Rebels beat Tabby by 40 last night, 59-19. Tingy steps in, grabs a hold of the ball. Carrillo was holding and forces the jump ball. Mount Valley Cattle Company jump ball, brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Wendover gets 18 steals a game. They've only got about 5 so far in this one. Rebels have taken care of it well, and they've forced a few. That's 9 Wendover turnovers by my count. Cornea, Tingy to Stacy, right corner, Wallenstein. Rebels trying to force that defensive rotation in the 2-3 zone. Tingy left side. Allie cuts into the middle. Cornea's pass a little too low, and Samantha Carrillo pulls in a steal. Quickly up court, Magallanes on the right wing. A good passing inside. Wallenstein with her third block of the game. Back outside, shot from the left wing, rims out, and the Rebels tip it out of bounds, trying to pull down the rebound. That might be a precision play of the game for Allie Wallenstein. 3 blocks. Precision plays brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services at reasonable rates for the whole family. And a 5-second violation? No, they just get it in time to Carrillo. High dribble to the left side. Tingy blocks the shot, but got an arm as well. And Magallanes will go to the line to shoot 2. Tingy picks up her third. And this will be the first free throws of the game for somebody other than Kadiana Peterson from Wendover. Wildcats 0 for 4 at the charity stripe so far in this game. Magallanes, 4 points in the game. And she's a 38% free throw shooter. On the season, she had attempted just 8 free throws coming into this game and misses the first off the right side iron. Rebels set to box out. Hatch, Cornea, Stacy, Wallenstein, and Staple on the floor. Magallanes, a bunch of dribbles, takes her time and hits the free throw. The Wildcats just 1 of 6 at the free throw line in the ballgame. 34-15. Rebels started this second quarter, or this Epic Recreation third quarter off a bit slow offensively. Wendover went on a 4-0 run, but it ended there as Rich hit a couple of baskets, including a three-pointer by Stacy. McKenna, left wing to TJ. McKee, right-handed dribble across the top, back to Stacy, fakes the shot, drives, dishes back out, free throw line jumper. Hatch swishes it through, and Sydney Hatch, boy, she's been very good from that free throw line area during the course of action in the game. She hit 3 or 4 of those last night from that spot against Tabiona and splashed this one through. 36-15, Rich up by 21. Luna dribbles to her left, pulls up at the free throw line and misses off the right side iron. Cornea tips the rebound out to the corner, and Magallanes chases it down for Wendover. Back to Luna. Leslie dribbles right, then back to her left. TJ defending. Luna backs it out to the center timeline. Green circle at half court. Luna dribbles right. Cornea backs off, trying to switch back, and Luna steps up and hits the three. Leave her open, she'll knock it down. 36-18. A lot of times she doesn't even have to be open to knock it down. 18-point Rebel lead. Stacy left side. TJ pulls in the pass that Luna went for the steal. Then TJ kicks it back outside and Luna steals it. 11 turnovers in the game for Rich. Into the middle, somehow finds its way to a second Wendover Wildcat who run the floor. They miss the shot. Staple chases it into the corner, out of bounds off of Rich. Anai Luna to inbound for Wendover. Cornea takes a breather. Brown into the ball game. Brown, Staple, Stacy, Hatch, and McKee on the floor. Rebels almost take it away from Luna. She holds on and bounces up top to Garcia. At the top of the key, Rebels denying the pass to Luna. Garcia drives, TJ strips it away and picks up the loose ball on a Rich County government steal. Stacy gets out in front of everybody. TJ finds her in stride and Stacy finishes. McKenna has 14 points and the Rebels lead 38-18. The assist to TJ McKee. Mark that down as a candidate for the Rolling Kennedy Auto Farm Chevrolet play of the game. TJ with the steal and then the dish to Stacy. Staple pokes the ball away, can't quite save it on the far sideline. Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet, a community-driven dealership. This third quarter is presented by Epic Recreation. 1:16 left in the third, and Luna looks to inbound. Lobs it in at center court to Suarez. She looks to hand it back to Luna. Stacy going for the steal and almost got it. Up to the right side, Magallanes dribbles down toward the corner. Brown cuts her off. She tries to get it to Luna and does in the corner. Three-point quick shot, no. Luna follows her on shot, gets the rebound and puts it up, misses. Magallanes another offensive rebound. 2 offensive boards on this possession for Wendover. Luna with one, Magallanes with another. Magallanes dribbles to her right and she's bumped on her way to the hoop. Stephanie, the junior, I think fouled on the floor. Rebel 4th team foul. I believe it was on the floor. We'll see if I'm right. Ellie Brown called for the push, and no, it was in the act of shooting. So Brown's second personal, and Magallanes heads to the free throw line. That was like Kobe Bryant continuation right there. Magallanes hits the free throw. That hit front iron to the back iron and down through. May Kobe Bryant rest in peace, by the way. I think it's hard for us to grasp what a special player he was, even after he's passed, and it's such a tragedy to have him pass away. Magallanes misses the free throw. Hatch tips it out to the corner. Luna tries to save it out of bounds. Wendover basketball. I had no angle to try and even see what's happened down in that corner. 46 seconds left in the third period. Wendover scored 2 in the first, 8 in the second, 9 so far here in the third. They've gotten better and better. Rebels kind of letting up a bit defensively. Luna on the left wing. Stacy with her. Man-to-man. Boy, Stacy shuffling, arms wide. That's a daunting player to look at. Stacy tips it. Luna touches it last out of bounds to the Rebels. I would not want to have Stacy given the task of defending me and trying to shut me down. Luna with 5 points. She averages 20. McKee across the top. Staple drives, shoots, blocked by Magallanes, and the Wildcats come up with the loose ball. Rebels tip it away and come back up with the Rich County government steal. Stacy hustling, gets that ball back. 12-11, 10 seconds left in the epic third. Staple, left side to TJ. Left corner, Stacy skips it across. Staple with 4-3, puts up the shot and misses. Brown with the offensive board, and it's knocked out of her hands as she tried to go back up with it. And just lost it out of bounds is what they'll say. 1 second left to go, 1.0 exactly. Coach Calder says, don't foul, don't foul. Luna to inbound, see if she goes long, no. In tight, back to Luna. Stacy steals it, count it! The bucket at the buzzer, 40 40-19. There's another candidate for your McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the Game. And Rich leads by 21 at the end of the Epic Recreation third quarter.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Eliana Brown with coverage of Rich High Basketball on Rebel Radio and mylocalradio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley.
Rebel boys had a big second quarter, lead 33-23 at the half at Westside. 33-23 at the half for the Rebel boys. And Leslie Luna inadvertently dribbles out of bounds. That Rebel defensive pressure, Wendover probably has not seen that over the course of their last 8 games. They've beaten Intermountain Christian, West Ridge, Dugway, Tinnick, Green River, Tabby, and Pinnacle. Right corner, Staple. Across the top, TJ down inside looking for Brown. Magallanes steps in front and steals it. Rich with a few too many turnovers today. That's 14. Coach Tangaro takes a timeout. Tangaro will take one as well. Rich on top, 40-19 here in this Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service.
They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
I may have given you that information. I got one report from a fan, a Rebel fan, that Rich leads 33-23. Nope, that's a mistake. Westside leads 33-23 at the half in the boys' game at Westside. Here in the girls' action, Rich on top 40-19 as we get underway in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Apologies on that mistaken score. Again, Westside up by 10 at halftime against Rich boys. Luna turns and shoots from the free throw line, misses. McKenna Stacy with the Rebel rebound. Up ahead to McKee. TJ tips it to herself. Up with the left hand. Can't quite get it. Hatch fighting for the rebound. It's on the floor. Staple dives for it. Pushes it out to Brown. Stacy left wing to TJ. And the Rebels reset the offense. Good hustle all the way down the stretch. Staple pulls up. Right angle. Misses the shot. Rebound tipped by Peterson out of bounds to the Rebels. So the Rebel boys trailing by 10 at the half. In wrestling at the state tournament, Rebels inbound, TJ to the top of the key. Corrigan Conk took second, as did Riker Conk. Wallentine right corner three, swishes through, barely got the net. 43-19. That's a Rolling Kennedy shot of the game candidate. Allie, that barely touched nylon. 43-19, Rebels up big. Luna dribbles to her right, pulls up at the right corner, or right wing three, and misses air ball short. Offensive board, Staple swats that thing out of there by the shot by Magallanes. And I've been calling Carrillo Magallanes a bunch, so my apologies. Samantha Carrillo. Magallanes shoots, misses, Rebel rebound. Wallentine up to the right wing. McKee on the right wing, down to the corner. Wallentine thought about the three, instead throws it across the lane, baseline to Brown. Staple back to McKee. TJ back outside. Wallentine on the right wing, and Rich resets. Right corner. TJ for three off the front iron. Nope. Hatch with the offensive board. Put back. Nope. Hatch almost has another offensive rebound, but can't get it. Xochitl Duenas pulls it away. And Wendover has it. Luna across the timeline. McKee tips it away, but can't control it. Back outside to Luna. Left wing three. Heel of the basket, no. And the rebound, Carrillo across the baseline. Left side to Magallanes, who misses with an air ball. Wallenstein, a Rebel rebound. Her second of the quarter. And fourth of the game, unofficially. McKee right side, Staple, free throw line. Hatch inside, Brown with the layup, missed, gets her own board and missed that again. Own board again, can't get that to go. 2 offensive boards for Brown. She's fighting for another, goes to the floor, and we have a jump ball, I believe. Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. So Brown with a pair of offensive rebounds. Colton Hislop just won state at 170 pounds. Repeat state champ. Colton Hislop won it last year, won it this year. Brown in the lane. Turns, shoots, misses. Fight for the board. Luna has it for Wendover. So you got 2 Rebel state champs, Keller Sitaway and Colton Hislop. Jaden Rowell with a chance at 182. Tall task. He'll probably have to beat Bryson Barnes for that. Rebels foul as Luna tries to drive. TJ picks up her first personal. 43-19, Rebels lead. They held Wendover to 2 points in the first quarter. Leslie Luna, who averages 20 a game, just has 5 so far with 5:04 left to play. This is Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rich with bunches of Bear Lake physical therapy points in the paint and hit 4 T7 propane and wooded 3-pointers in the first quarter alone. Luna shoots from 3 again, misses a long rebound, chased backcourt. Rebels tipped it backcourt, and Luna chases it down at the Rebel free throw line. Back across the timeline to her right. McKee defending. Luna follows the screen, pulls up and misses short, front iron, and Tingy with the Rebel board. Luna has 1 3 in the ball game. That's a stark contrast from 10 she had against Pinnacle the other night. Brown on the right block. Defense there. Peterson defending. Brown gives to Tingy, who misses from the right angle. Rebound goes over the top to Wendover. Carrillo has it poked away by Rich. Wendover basketball. Stacy checks back in. McKenna with 16 points in the ball game. Puts her at 989 in her career, 989 points. 4:20 left to play. Carrillo, nope, that's Luna. Right corner, long pass to Garcia. Dribbles a few times, and Wallenstein stuffs it. 4th block of the game for AWOL. Stacy up ahead to Tingy, draws the contact, and will head to the line. That's unofficial, but my block numbers for Allie Wallenstein, she's got 4 blocks. That's Roland Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet play of the game type defense. So at the line, Sage Tingy, 1 for 3 so far in the contest, and misses off the front iron. Sage last night against Tabiona, 4 for 4 at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. By the way, Bear Lake Realty, the highest volume and most experienced realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. If you're looking for real estate or have family, friends, anybody looking for real estate in the Bear Lake area, make sure to refer them to Bear Lake Realty, and so they can work with the best. Tingy hits the second of 2, back iron and in. 44-19, Rebels up big. A 25-point Rebel lead. Wendover, coming into the game, had won 8 straight and was averaging a 22-point win, 49-27. They have not done that today, and the Rebels come up with a Rich County government steal. The ball was tipped, and Wallenstein came up with it. Stacy, Wallenstein, Tingy, Cornea, and Brown on the floor. Brown from the right corner, drives by the D. Good move, misses the shot, but earns a trip to the free throw line. Ellie Brown attacking, drives to the hoop, and heads to the Bear Lake Realty line. Brown this season, not a ton of free throw attempts, 8 of 17, that's 47%. Let's see, Bryson Barnes beat Jaden Rowell at 182 pounds, so Rowell takes second. So the Rebels, Corrigan Conk second, Keller Sitaway first, Riker Conk second, Colton Hislop first, Jaden Rowell second. Also know that Randy Trujillo and Austin Peterson took third, and Stetson Huffaker and Justin Adams finished in 4th place. Brown missed the first, hits the second to make it 45-19 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Let me see if we can get updated team scores on the state wrestling tournament. I know Panguitch was in the lead by a significant amount. Rich in a fairly comfortable second place, up 15.5 points on 3rd place Paiute. on the baseline. Wallenstein defending, gets in front of Carrillo and called for the blocking foul. Coach Lundgren shouts, "You're good, don't worry about it." 45-19, Rebels up big. 26-point lead. Inside, Carrillo, the shot and the foul. Good inbound play, and Wendover converts with the bucket and has a chance for the three-point play. The foul, McKenna Stacy, and her second. .322 left to play in this Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. And a missed free throw by Carrillo. Rebels with the rebound, push to the other end. Tingey up with the right hand and in. Through contact, no whistle. But the Rebels get the bucket. 47-21. Coach Tangaro takes a timeout. Rebels up 26. Give Sage Tingey those 2 points, and we'll take a quick timeout. Rebels leading 47-21 on the Station on Main scoreboard here on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
More than 1,300 rural hospitals were evaluated, and for the third year in a row, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital placed in the top 100 for quality as well as best practices and critical access, with a 24-hour emergency department, orthopedics, home health, a residential nursing home, physical therapy, surgical services, family doctors, chemotherapy, dialysis, and more. So, when it comes to your health, make sure you're seen by the best. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care. (47-21). Coming into this game, Wendover had won 8 straight, and they were outscoring opponents by 22 points, allowing 27 points a game. Rebels have exceeded that by 20 points already. They were at 27 points at halftime, and haven't scored much here in the fourth quarter with 3:11 left to play. Rebels have scored 7, but they've only allowed Wendover 2 points in this period. Leslie Luna came in averaging 20 points a game, scored 45 in a win against Pinnacle on Thursday. Luna has 5 in this contest. Stacy and McKee have shut her down. 1 3-point basket made for Luna. She had 10 against Pinnacle on Thursday. Long pass left side. Tingey gets up high, tips it away, pushes up court. It's a 2-on-1. Tingey goes all the way to the hoop and scores. Sage Tingey the steal, the basket. Rich leads 49-21. Luna and the Wildcats attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. Tingey with another steal. Brought to you by Rich County Government. Tingey coast to coast. Yes, Sage Tingey with 7 points in the quarter, and Rich leads 51-21, a 30-point lead with 2.5 left to go. Tingey, a couple of candidates for Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet plays of the game. Luna back outside, long three. Ooh, just short, attempted by Duenas. Offensive board, Carrillo can't get it to go, and Brown pulls down the Rebel rebound. Rebels getting set for a full lineup change with Hatch, McKee, Staple, Annie Peart, and Mackenzie Smith in front of me, setting to check into the ball game. Wallenstein left wing, Stacy holding. She has 16 tonight, or this afternoon. Tingey drives in. Brown sets the screen. Tingey misses from the right side. Stacy tips the rebound out away from Carrillo to herself. Gives free throw line. Cornea inside. Brown turns, kicks it out. Wallenstein for 3 from the left wing. Yes, this one rattles home. Wallenstein with her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th triple of the ball game, 54-21. Coach Lundgren takes a timeout so he can get those starters off the floor. And the Rebels will put in the subs. We take a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here with the Bear Lake Realty Fan Cam. Timeouts are brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental and Dr. Sean Grohl with quality family dentistry since 1997. Coach Lundgren giving continued instruction, don't let Leslie Luna touch it. Allie Wallenstein, shot of the game, 6 3-pointers in this ball. Boy, if Rich could play Wendover all this, she had 5 threes against Wendover in the quarterfinals last year, scored 19 points. Got 6 threes this afternoon and has 18 points. Plus, she's got 4 blocks in the game. AWOL, a monster game. Sage Tingey, 7 points in the quarter, has 12 in the ball game.
might be close to Sage's career high. Yeah, she scored 13 a year ago against Cokeville. 11 versus South Summit earlier this season. That was back in December. Bear Lake Realty Fan Cam, the most experienced and highest volume realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. That's Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com to learn more. Rebel fans across the way. Amber McKee, one of them. Call Gary today at Bear Lake Realty. You can visit bearlakerealty.com as well. 3-point shot, top of the key, just short by Duenas. Staple with the Rebel rebound. 1:30 left to play. Staple takes it herself across the timeline to McKee. McKee gives it back to Staple on the left wing and then again to McKee on the right wing. Wendover coming out high on the defense, trying to force some late turnovers. Rebels work it down inside. Peart misses from the right block and a rebound out of bounds off of Wendover. Rebels will send in Brittany Lamborn and Taylor Cornea. So McKee will finish with just one today, but boy, she handled the ball well, and more importantly, when she was tasked with playing defense on Leslie Luna, she was fantastic. Cornea right corner, dribbles up, back to the top of the key, hands to Staple. You got Staple, Cornea, Lamborn, Smith, and Peart on the floor for Rich with under a minute to play, and the Rebels leading 54-21. Left wing, Lamborn to Staple, back around to the right wing as the Rebels just play keep away. Inside to Smith, back out to Peart in the corner. Free throw line, Staple, left elbow, misses, and Wendover with the rebound. Up across the timeline, bouncing to the left side. Duenas misfires and throws it away. 3, 4, 5. Rebels with a big lead. They built that in the first quarter, 15-2. Rich works it around, playing keep away. Cornea long two, and can't quite get that to go. JV won 51-15. Rebound out to the corner, and Carrillo, turns to push. Coach Tangaro says push, push, push. Up to the top of the key, Rebels pick her up there. Kicks it to Luna. Anai gives it off to Peterson, down left block. Shot just short, rebound tip to Lamborn of Rich. And with 5 seconds, Rebels will just run it out. 54-21, there's your final horn. Rebels dominant at Wendover. Rich hit a bunch of threes, including Allie Walentine's 6. We'll tell you more about it on the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap when we return. This fourth quarter has been presented by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Here on The Wildlife at mylocalradio.com.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
A dominant performance, start to finish, especially defensively. Rebels allow a team that was scoring 49 points a game to score just 21. And Rich pours in 54 on a team that had been allowing half that on a per-game average this season. Rich at Wendover. I'll tell you more about it right now on the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston. We're fresh and fast meat. Got to thank Lynn Weston for running camera for us today at Wendover. The Rebels at Wendover and figured that with Wendover on an 8-game winning streak and playing the type of defense that they've been playing, allowing just 27 points per game, that Rich might have their hands full out at Wendover. But that did not turn out to be the case. Rich jumped out to a 15-2 first quarter lead. McKenna Stacy
and Allie Wallenstein combined for 5 threes in the first half, 4 of those in the first quarter, and Rich built a 27-10 lead at the break. Wallenstein would hit 2 more threes in the second half to finish with 6 triples in the ball game. Stacy hit 2, finished with 16. Sage Tingey had 7 points in the fourth quarter to go for 12. And the Rebels held one of the state's leading scorers, Leslie Luna, who averaged 20 points a game. She scored just 5 this afternoon at Wendover. And the Rebels win 54-21 at Wendover. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast, every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Jimmy John's. Stay tuned. More of the postgame show coming up, including a recap of state wrestling tournament. 2 Rebel state champs individually. 3 take second place. A couple more third, a couple more fourth. We'll recap that and have your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet shot and play of the game, the LSR refrigerated adjustment of the game, and the McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. After this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When shopping for a vehicle, it's important to have a good selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. It's also important to have a knowledgeable salesperson that listens, a finance team that helps you get the payment that matches your pocketbook, and a smart office staff that makes sure all the paperwork is done right. You can always rest assured knowing that our whole team is working for you. Auto Farm Chevrolet. Stop in today. We're a community-driven dealer.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
54-21 the final. Rebels earned the win. Rich led 27-10 at the half. Wendover scored 8 in the second, 9 in the third. Bookend that with 2 points in the first, just 2 points in the second. And a dominant win, especially defensively for Rich. I talked a lot leading up to the game about how good Wendover had been defensively. They had been allowing 27 points per game. Rich doubled that. They scored 27 in the first, another 27 in the second half, that is. Rebels were led by Allie Wallenstein's 18 points. She hit 6 triples and gets your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet shot of the game. You hit 6 triples in about 10 or 11 attempts. You're going to get that shot of the game. So that's Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet, a community-driven dealership. Allie Wallenstein with the threes. Wallenstein also gets your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet play of the game. And it's hard. I'm jumping ahead of myself a little bit because she had, I think, 4 or 5 blocks in this game. But then I think about that, and I can't overlook the defensive effort that T.J. McKee and McKenna Stacy put in to hold Leslie Luna to 5 points. Luna came in averaging 20. She scored 45 on Thursday in the win over Pinnacle, hit 10 threes. Today, 1 3-pointer, 1 2-point field goal, 5 points. Did not get to the free throw line. Rebels neutralized her, and that was a defensive effort by McKee and McKenna Stacy. So that may be actually your Rolling Kennedy Auto Farm Chevrolet play of the game. The blocks by Wallenstein, maybe it's a team effort. The defensive play overall for Rich, play of the game. Can we go with that? Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Chevrolet, a community-driven dealership. And your McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. The precision passing in the second quarter, and for much of the game, I mean, Rich took care of it well. 13 turnovers, that's right about where you want to be, and especially against a team like Wendover that forces tons of turnovers, gets tons of steals. Rich took care of it well. But in the second quarter, Rebels were up 15-6. Wendover had scored 4 straight points, and Rich needed something. And what they did was move the ball perfectly well. Worked it around the arc, got it down inside to Ellie Brown, who put up the quick shot and laid it in. And Brown was the recipient of some great passing. It was a team effort on the passing to get that bucket. Your precision play of the game brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services at reasonable rates for the whole family. 789-8910, 170 Arrowhead Drive, number 1. That's McKay Frankham. And lastly, your LSR refrigerated adjustment of the game. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Wallenstein family wish the Rebels good luck. The adjustment comes from, I think Rich frankly, not really adjusting what they wanted to do offensively, but adjusting to what they knew Wendover wanted to do offensively. Stacy, I can't overstate how impressive that performance was, because you come into this game and you look at Stacy and Luna, and they've got competitive numbers. Stacy, 18.5 points. Luna coming in, again, 20 points a game. Stacy, 5.5 rebounds. Luna, 4.5. Stacy, 3, almost 4 assists. Luna, right just above 3. And Stacy with 4.5 steals. Luna at 5 steals per game. But overshadowed, and taking nothing away from Luna and the player she is, but Stacy outplayed her today. And I think that's your adjustment of the game is, on top of Stacy shutting Luna down defensively, she also got hers offensively, scored 16 points. And, boy, just a fantastic defensive team effort from Rich in a 54-21 win. Again, I can't overemphasize this enough. Wendover was scoring 49, allowing 27. Rich doubled what Wendover had been allowing and held the Wildcats to 49 minus 21. That's 26 points fewer than what they had been averaging. Get some updates on Rebel boys basketball in the second half and into the third quarter. Rich just got 2 points is all in the second quarter at Westside. The boys trail 44-25 at the end of 3. Thanks, Colin Pace and Dale Wilson, for those updates. Rich needs a big fourth quarter to come back at Westside. As for the Rebel wrestling team, they're going to finish second place at state as a team. Panguitch will win the state title. The Bobcats, with 22 wrestlers, going to get the state title. But Rich in a comfortable second place, and Paiute the only team that could overtake them, but they've only got one guy left to wrestle in championship bracket wrestling, so they will not overtake Rich. So the Rebels, a second place finish at state. 2 state champs in Keller Sidaway and Colton Hislop at 126 and 170 pounds, respectively. Corgan Conk at 120, Riker Conk at 145, and Jaden Rao at 182 all take second place. And then third place finishes for Randy Trujillo and Austin Peterson. Stetson Huffaker and Justin Adams take fourth. And Rich, as a team, congratulations, Cooper Cornea, the Rebel wrestling team, on a second place finish at the state tournament. Not quite official yet, but that's pretty well set in where it's going to be. 54-21, a dominant win for the Rebel girls here at Wendover. We're going to take one more quick break. And did we get the LSR refrigerated adjustment of the game? Yeah, Rich adjusting to what they knew Wendover would do and shutting down their leading scorer, Leslie Luna, scored a fourth of what she'd been averaging this season. The Rebels held her to 5. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear from Allie Jarman of the Rich Rebel Drill Team when we return on the Rebel Sports Update after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Success is no accident. It comes from constant hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and learning from failure. Laketown Mayor Burdette Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White encourage the Rich High Rebels to continue to do whatever it takes to succeed in academics, activities, and athletics. The town council and citizens of Laketown celebrate the success of all the students and staff in the Rich School District.
(54-21) the final on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebel girls with the win over Wendover. Rich was led by Allie Wallentyne's 18, hit 6 threes in the ball game. Stacy finished with 16, and Sage Tingy also in double figures with 12. 7 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Wendover was led by Stephanie Magallanes, who had 6. Carrillo and Suarez 4 apiece, 5 from Leslie Luna and 2 by Xochitl Duenas. Let's move along in our post-game coverage and hear from one of the Rebel Drill Team members on the Rebel Sports Update with junior Peyton Allred at Rich High School. Thanks for your time, Peyton.
And my mistake there. I thought I had updated that to be Allie Jarman. Not sure how I got that, how I didn't quite get that updated. But we'll have an interview with Allie Jarman here in just a moment. Again, a quick update on the Rebel Wrestling team. They take second place. 2 state champs in Keller Sidaway and Colton Hislop. 3 at second, Corrigan Conk, Riker Conk, Jaden Rao. 2 at third, Austin Peterson, Randy Trujillo. And 2 place fourth, Justin Adams and Stetson Huffaker. Panguitch wins the team title with, boy, they just had the horses work up through the brackets and win that state tournament. All right. And the Rebel boys at the end of the third quarter got just 2 points in the third and trail 44-25 after 3. Thanks to Colin Pace and Dale Wilson giving me those updates. All right, and now I think we're ready to hear from Allie Jarman. With senior Allie Jarman at Rich High School, member of the drill team. Allie, thanks for your time.
You bet.
This might be the last time we talk.
That would be sad, but, these get me nervous, so it's all right.
Allie, how's drill going? You guys had the state tournament last week. Tell me about it.
So the state tournament went different than usual. So we're part of 2A now, so they do a semifinal before. We didn't make it to state, but we kind of considered it state as it's like the same thing as we usually experience. So it was really fun.
The semifinal was on Thursday, right? And it was at that same location as the Friday state finals?
Yes, it was like almost the exact same as regular state, like competing and just putting our all out there.
So did the teams that qualified for the next day just do the same dances again?
Yeah, so all the dances are just always the same. It's kind of boring, honestly, but it's fine. But yeah, we would have done the same dances if we would have made it. So they just picked the top 9, and we were in the 11th place. So
do you feel like you performed well and just didn't quite qualify?
Yeah, our dance routine was the best we've ever seen our dance routine be in the entire year. It was amazing. Military didn't go as well for me, but it was overall a really good time.
I probably asked you this before, but what's your favorite of the numbers?
My favorite is our military routine, which was kind of a bummer because state, that was weird. But probably at state dance was my favorite.
And I've probably asked you this before again, but what do you love most about being on the drill team?
I love dancing. I just love how fun it is and how excited I get to dance. And but I also love the bond we get as a team. And since we're such a small team this year, there's only 8 of us. We just get super close and we're best friends now. So.
Do you see yourself doing more dancing in the future, competing or teaching or instructing anything with dance?
I don't see myself going and dancing for a team necessarily. I see myself taking more dance classes because I love to dance, and I could see myself in the future 20 years being a dance coach or something like that.
Do you think you'll branch out and do any other type of dance, or is this, this is kind of your thing?
Yeah, drill team's really fun. Maybe some studio dance, coaching there would be really fun too.
Allie, anything left for the drill team? I guess there's some home games this week, and is that about it?
So we have, couple home games. I think there's 3 or 4 left, and then we have our drill review, which is just a big, gigantic showcase of what we've done throughout the whole year. It's on February 20th at, I'm thinking, 7.
So February 20th, a Thursday night. That's just a few days before the state basketball tournament. But anything else that we should touch on about the Rebel drill team?
Nope, it's been a great season.
Will you do anything else in the spring, Allie, in the Little Mermaid?
Yeah, I'm in the Little Mermaid, and I also do golf. So I'm really excited for both of those. It's going to be a fun spring.
You guys are the defending state champs?
Yeah, I hope we can come back. We've lost a lot of golfers. I think, 5. So we'll come back. 3 of us have been at state before. So hopefully it just works out, and it's a good time.
Thanks so much for your time, Allie Jarman, a senior at Rich High School. Good luck with the rest of your performances for drill, and congratulations on a fun, great year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Allie. That's the Rich Rebel drill team. They've got that drill review coming up on the 20th of February. Let me double check that so I don't tell you wrong. Yeah, Thursday, February 20th, 7 p.m. at the Rich High School Gymnasium. Tell you more about that and what else is coming up in the next week or so in Rich County sports and activities. 54-21, Rebel girls win, and the boys at Westside tonight trailing as they enter the fourth quarter. We'll see if we can get an update on that. Congratulations to the Rebel wrestling team, second place at state. 2 state champs in Keller Sidaway and Colton Hislop. Congratulations to those guys. We'll take a quick break and be right back from Wendover High School on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live. .54-21 the final on the station on main scoreboard. Let me wrap this thing up and get packed up and out of here. Looking ahead real quickly to next week and what's coming up. Wrestling finished up. The basketball team basketball regular season ends next week as the Rich Rebel, the boys play Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday at home against Mount Vernon. The girls and boys Friday at Manila, and then just the boys back here in Wendover next Saturday. Also, next Saturday, Rich Middle School boys basketball team Royals play host to Jackson. That's Saturday, I believe, beginning at 10 a.m. Again, congratulations to the wrestling team. Second place at state. Cooper Cornea, the coach, and a couple state champs. Keller Sidaway, a junior, senior. Colton Hislop as well. And I think that'll do it from here at Wendover High School. Again, final score on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels dominant, 54-21. Allie Wallentyne hits 6 threes to lead the Rebels with 18 points. And the win over Wendover. That's Wendover's first loss. They had won 8 in a row, so first loss in 9 games. Join us again on Thursday when Rich hosts Mount Vernon at Rich High School. Our pregame coverage will begin at 4:50, tip-off at 5:30, as the Rebels look, the way it's looking at Westside, looks like Rich will be looking to bounce back. Trailing by 18 to start the fourth quarter there at Westside. But again, next Thursday, our pregame starts at 4:50 right here on KADQ and mylocalradio.com. I want to mention, I may have mentioned it a time or two, the Cowboys of Wyoming taking on New Mexico. So that's down in the pit. The tip-off was at 4 o'clock. We're going to join that game in progress right when we finish up here from Wendover. For today's videographer, Lynn Weston, our producer, Alyssa McDaniel, back in the studio. I'm Ryan STEINECKERT. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Evanston Regional Hospital, Plains Tire of Evanston, by Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Cash on the Yamaha in Logan, The Store, by the Come On In of Casper, Auto Farm Chevrolet, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of Old West Media. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Evanston's Elin Olive, the Bridger Valley's Jake Hibbard, and production group Preston Bush, AJ Lamb, and Alyssa McDaniel. Biggest thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. And like mylocalradio.com on Facebook to stay up to date with game broadcasts. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until next time.
Go Rich!